Now, as mentioned, we are waiting on Governor DeWine to speak on that issue in just any moment. But in the meantime, our legal analyst, Stephanie Haney, joins us with more on today's Supreme Court decision and what it means.
Yeah, so let's start with today's filing from Attorney General Dave Yost. That happened shortly after we were made aware of the Supreme Court's decision. What does that mean here? What is he doing?
So in the short answer to that, Jay and Betsy, is that means Ohio's so-called heartbeat law, it will take effect, and that will happen very soon. Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost filed that motion today to lift the preliminary injunction that's been in place since July of 2019 on Senate Bill 23. Now, it was blocked, as Yost mentioned in his filing, because of the holdings in Planned Parenthood versus Casey and Roe v. Wade. But today's Supreme Court opinion in the Dobbs case overrules that precedent. So now it is just a matter of how quickly the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Ohio, that's where that injunction has been filed, how quickly they can make room in Judge Michael Barrett's calendar to rule on this motion to lift that injunction. Judge Barrett will not have a choice on the matter, and that means this law will take effect very soon, and Ohio will ban abortion after the detection of a fetal heartbeat. That's something that can happen as early as 6 weeks after conception, which is often, as we know from doctors, that's before many women know that they are actually pregnant.
So that would actually put Ohio into one of the most strict states then in regards to the abortion laws. So that heartbeat law already passed, signed, just waiting on, this federal judge to make the check mark there. Is there any other abortion law or precedent that we are also going to have to keep an eye on?
So here is an important distinction to make. This is not a trigger law, Senate Bill 23. Other states do have those. Those are written to go into effect immediately upon the overturning of Roe versus Wade. Ohio does not technically have a trigger law on the books, but Ohio's current legislature will almost certainly ban abortions. Ohio's version of a trigger law, if you will, is called the Human Life Protection Act, or House Bill 598, and it has not yet been passed and signed into law, but it is pending in our legislature, and it would make it a crime for doctors to perform abortions with no exceptions for conception by rape or incest. And legislative leaders have already said that they do anticipate needing to write new legislation after the decision is reversed that would more carefully reflect that actual ruling. So we do know that's a high priority on their list. And as we mentioned today, anti-abortion activists are celebrating this as a major win. Abortion rights supporters are scared right now. But either side, however you fall on that aisle, this is an historic day because the Supreme Court has done something it's never done before. It has taken away what it has previously designated as a fundamental right. And this is the first time the court has done that.
Thank goodness. Okay. Well, Stephanie, thank you for keeping all that in there for us.